Hi YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome to the new update for Phasmophobia. They are doing a balance patch. This is not a huge update. That's not like the Cursed Possessions or the Dots update. They're not adding a new map or any new ghosts, but they are adding quite a few changes that are really cool. They are changing quite a few ghosts. They are making a very awesome change to the tarot cards, as well as a bunch of bug fixes. So this is still a really nice change. I really am looking forward to sharing it with you guys. We're also going to be live right when this video goes up. We'll be live over on Twitch. So if you want to see the new content, you can check it out with us together. We're gonna hop into it now, so welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We've got some news for you. In light of the most recent Discord poll, we've decided to experiment with being more transparent and writing the patch notes when updating the game. I will be diving into I already hovered something. I will be diving into the specifics. So you have specifics are found in spoiler tags. This way you can enjoy reading the patch notes normally and spoiler free as before, or you can deep dive into the numbers and fine tunings of each update. I will be going over everything, including the things in spoiler tags. So if you don't want to see that, you can reach the patch notes by yourself. But I will be going into everything because I want to know everything. Alrighty, ghost identities is a big change. Look at all these ghosts that are changes. They have made a change to the tarot cards, which I really like, as well as other changes and a bunch of bug fixes. So let's go over it. Let's start at the beginning of the ghost identities. Some of the ghosts still weren't sitting quite right after our recent overhaul, so we've gone back and made additional changes to those that were suffering the most. Hashtag justice for Banshee. As we knew, Banshee just got done super dirty. They took away its only strength and gave it nothing, so I'm very glad to see this. Let's look. Demon and Banshee are both changed, which had some huge changes in the last update, where the Demon had the Banshee ability moved to it, where it can now hunt at any sanity, and it really didn't have that much of a weakness, or it really didn't have a weakness, to be honest. Demons have had their weakness replaced with the Banshees, as it is more thematical and serves as a better counter to their strength. Really like this change. Crucifixes will stop a hunt starting within 5 meters instead of 3 meters, so it is like a 2 meter increase, which because it's a circle, it's going to be a huge area. This is a really nice way to test for Banshees usually, and now it's going to be a good way to test for demons, and it's going to be a great way to stop them. You just drop 2 crucifixes in the middle of the room and you'll stop like 4 hunts, which is, I mean, the demon hunts a ton, but that's still very useful. If you know you have a demon, you can now actually kind of stop the chain hunting for a little bit. You'll still be chain hunted quite heavily after that, but at least you got 4 hunt preventions without having to like place them in very specific spots and them not working all the time. So that is awesome. Really liked it. Lots of people suggested this as well. And then the pièce de résistance, if that's how you say it, the Banshee. Banshee has received a new weakness and new abilities. Weakness: Banshee can sometimes be heard wailing with a parabolic microphone. We already had that on that. Oh, they changed the sound. The Banshee's paranormal sound has been improved. Okay, well, the scream, I mean, I know CJ's in chat, not to blast anyone here, but the sound was pretty weak, the original sound. It was like, ha, ha. So it was a bit down. So I can't wait to hear what it's now. It's gonna be like some super high pitch screech, like what the Banshees are known for. I'm excited to find out. Let's look into the secret stuff. Singing ghost events will now drain an extra 5% on the Banshee's target. Only on the Banshee's targets and only singing ghost events. Seems like a minor change, but still a nice little thematic change, because the Banshees are known for like singing and screaming, right? So that's cool. Then we have Banshees will only check their target sanity percent for initiating a hunt in multiplayer. That is so cool. That is such a cool change. Holy shit. Doesn't really matter for solo, but for multiplayer, that is actually amazing. That's going to lead to that makes the Banshee crazy strong in multiplayer. That's going to lead to so many bamboozles where like one person used a board and dropped their sanity down, and that's the target, and then all of a sudden you're getting chain hunted at like 80% average team sanity, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? What is this demon? And then it's just a Banshee going absolutely bananas on the target. That's a really cool change. Really love the theme of this the targeting system that's kept. I really like that they are not changing like the theme of the Banshee, where it's like a targeting ghost that really hates one person or loves one person, depending on how you look at it. Then we have Banshees will often wander towards their target when roaming. Really cool. So a lot of people thought that this was already in the game. I'm pretty sure it never was. It felt like it sometimes, but now they've actually put it in. Now we have a Banshee that will actually like hunt down their target and then can start hunts on top of the target if the target is low sanity, and because the ghost will be on top of the target a lot, it will have a larger chance to do ghost events there, which will drop it more. So you're basically gonna get assaulted by the Banshee. That's so cool. Such a fun multiplayer thing as well, and in single player, obviously, because you're gonna be like followed around. Super cool. Shade, here we go. We found that some shades are particularly fond of showing themselves early on in contracts. So we've dialed them back a bit to avoid confusion with other ghosts. Shades will have a much lower chance to... What the heck? What kind of shades have you been getting? I've been getting only the absolute stinkiest shades of all... They're making the shades even weaker? What the fuck? Shades will have a much lower chance to perform ghost events, returning to normal as average sanity decreases. For every 1% of average sanity loss, ghost event chance is increased by 2%, capped at 100. I'm guessing they mean 100% of their usual activity, because otherwise the shade would be more active, which I don't think they mean that. 100% average sanity equals 0% chance for ghost event. Oh my god. 75, 50, and so at 50% sanity, it's just a normal ghost. That's actually crazy. They're making the shades even weaker. I don't think this will particularly affect me at all, or anyone, because the shades really didn't do any ghost events whatsoever. So yeah, the shade's gonna be even more boring. What the heck? Okay then. All right, well, shade is a shade after all. I think it's okay that one of the ghosts just absolutely sucks. The reason why we were so sad about the Banshee being so weak is because the Banshee used to be pretty strong, and then they just yoinked that away and just didn't give it anything. So I'm really glad to see the Banshee get this thematic change. All right, Poltergeist. Poltergeist ability will now reduce the sanity of all players around the ghost instead of just one player. I don't think... I've done some testing recently with this. I'm pretty sure this didn't work even when playing solo. Not to blast the developers or anything, but I'm glad to see them now actually make it like work as intended. So we'll reduce the sanity on all of the players. So we have 2% sanity drain per object thrown. Okay, so if you have a large pile of items, you could instantly lose all your sanity. That sounds really cool. And it's working on all of the players. So that's a small Poltergeist buff. I like it. I have never seen this actually work at all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm glad they're now changing it though. So now it should work. We can do some testing with that. Hantu, a ghost that I literally today uploaded a video on how weak this ghost actually is. Like, even when it's super cold, this ghost would not be faster than like any other ghost after like 3 seconds. So it was, even in the best case scenario, it was still incredibly weak. And I personally thought that they should change it. So let's see what they have let's see what they have changed. Hantu have become the new ghost people love to loop, which is great. However, they weren't threatening when they should be. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, exactly. I love that you can loop it, but it's such a weak ghost, even in the best of circumstances for it. So we've given them some speed and ability changes to make them a bit more frightening in the cold. Okay, let's go. Hantu now have double the chance to turn off the breaker. That kind of makes me dislike the Hantu a little bit more. I dislike ghosts that turn off the breaker, but okay. That is something you can keep an eye out for, though, because if the breaker turns off a lot, you know, be like, well, maybe it's a Hantu. Hantu will now show their breath in room temperatures of 3 degrees or lower. Cool. So not just a freezing room. If the breaker is off and everywhere is cold, the Hantu will show its freezing breath everywhere and not just in the ghost room, which was actually really, really hard to get. So that's cool. Hantu maximum speed has been increased and will now change speed between smaller temperature brackets. Let's look, because I'm very curious. So, okay, so the player walks at 1.6, I think I remember. So at 9 degrees, the ghost is slightly faster than the player. So basically, I think that can be depending on the weather. That could be when you have the breaker on, but I think when you have the breaker on, it's generally around 15. So 1.4, you're 1.6, so you can definitely go a lot quicker. So if you have the breaker fully on, every room is warmed up, then you're gonna be walking around with a Hantu like on a leash. This is super slow. This is much slower than you are. Breaker on is 20 degrees after a while, so they don't even have that final bracket. So yeah, I mean 1.4, that's very slow. I like that they still kept this. I'm really glad they didn't like over buff it and took this away, because I love the looping of the Hantu. So fun. 1.5 meters when you're just like warming up the temperatures. That's still slower than the player, so you can still run away. And then at 9 degrees, the Hantu is slightly faster. At 6 degrees, the Hantu is significantly faster. So that is like when the power is off. Like you have to have the power off or just turned it on and now it's warming up. And then 2.2 at 3 degrees and 2.5 at 0 degrees. I think the Haunt or like the Revenant is somewhere in the ballpark of a little over 3. So this is actually crazy. I think the Raichu is like 2.6 or something. So that's a Rev is 3 and Raichu is like 2.6. So that's actually like very, very fast. I love that. That's super, super cool. Okay, so that's exactly what I was hoping for, that to just make the Hantu better when it was very cold, but not that much stronger when, like, that they didn't change this number. So I'm very glad. This is the perfect change in my opinion. Very, very cool to see. I can't wait to find a Hantu now and make it cold. It's gonna be a zoom in. And this might be a speed that is fast enough that you can actually hear it. When you're hiding, you can hear the footstep speed, and this I think is fast enough where you will definitely hear it change. So you can listen for the Hantu, and you don't have to loop it if you don't feel confident in that. So that's cool. Now for a really, 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 really awesome change, new. The High Priestess Tarot card has received new functionality, which should help you with drawing one early, playing solo, and to counter some of the risk involved with the other cards. Look at this. Drawing this card when no one is dead will revive the next player who dies. I thought that, like, this was one of the suggestions people had. I thought this was way too strong. Like, this sounds crazy. Imagine, this is so fun. I can't wait to draw a Priestess card and then just have, like, be like, untouchable and just go fucking ham in single player and die and then revive myself. That's gonna lead to so many cool situations. Finding the tarot cards now is gonna just be insane. I wonder if this stacks. Like, what if you draw 2 High Priestesses? Are you just like, can you just keep dying over and over again? That sounds so cool. Oh man, I can't wait. That's so fun. All right. That is like my favorite change, even though all these changes are cool too, but that's gonna lead to so many fun situations. Okay, changes. The Tower card and Voodoo Doll pins can now force the ghost to interact with the Ghost Writing Book, Dodge Projector, and doors instead of only interacting with Clother. I swear we have literally seen this happen. I guess it was just a coincidence. But yeah, that's actually a buff to these things. I also hope they look into it not doing anything sometimes, because I'm pretty sure it's not based on like the range. Sometimes you pull those cards or you pull the Voodoo Doll and nothing happens at all, and I'm pretty sure it should be able to do something. So I don't know if that's a bug. Maybe they have fixed that in the fixes down below. Let's look. Voodoo Doll's sanity has been reduced. Buff to the Doodoo Doll. The Doodoo Doll is getting changes. Normal pins from 10 to 5%. Yes. Okay, that's really good. So now you no longer lose 100% of your sanity when you're gonna use the Voodoo Doll. Now you actually only lose half, which is a huge change, obviously, because you will get hunted usually at 50% sanity. So that's amazing. Harpin from 20. Oh, I didn't even know the Harpin drained more sanity than the rest. Interesting. So the Harpin will still drop 10%, but the rest will. This is a huge buff. 50% reduction on all of the sanity reductions. So that's awesome. I really like that. The Voodoo Doll was by far the weakest cursed possession. It still might be, but at least now you don't feel like you're just actively trolling yourself when you use it. So maybe it's a Yippee Doll. No, that doesn't even work. Maybe the Doodoo Doll will no longer be Doodoo. Anyway. Gray ghost text will no longer appear in the journal when taking a second ghost photo. Why not? Wait. Okay. Ghost. I don't understand that, because if there's like nothing in there, sometimes it's useful to know if there was a ghost, because it gave no rewards, but it sometimes was useful for like a phantom. Like if there was nothing else, it would still show you the gray text just to give you like a pat on the back. Like, hey, you got a ghost photo. Good job. I mean, you already got it anyway, but good job. Okay, I guess, in my opinion, this harmed no one, but it's fine. It might be confusing for new players that think that they can, I'm going to spam ghost photos. I'm going to get them all. And then it just doesn't do anything for them. I think that it's fine. It's fine for newer players. And we don't lose that much. So yeah, it's okay. Ghosts will no longer turn on lights before smashing them. Okay. Okay. So wait. So when they're already on, it will still smash them, but like when the lights aren't on, it can't do that ghost event, or it will still explode the lights, but just don't do anything? What? That's a bit confusing. It can smash them when they're off, but it just won't do the smash. Okay, well, I guess. Okay, so you're gonna miss this ghost event a lot more, which is a bit of a shame because I really like this ghost event. I don't quite know why, but okay. Because they already turn off lights. Oh, yeah, I guess Mare's turning on the lights and then smashing them was confusing for people. I can see that. Yeah, okay, I see. So yeah, they can no longer turn them on and then smash them. They will just smash them if they're on, or just smash them and you won't know. So that, okay, it's a change. I don't think that matters all that much. Let's look at the fixes. So yeah, these were the major changes. Let's look into the bug fixes. What have they done here? We're gonna go over this a little quicker. Fixed a bug where the voodoo doll was only working for the host already. Fixed a bug where ghost writing evidence interaction was not showing on sound sensors or the parabolic microphone. Fixed a bug where solo players could use the spirit box and Ouija board without pressing their key if push to talk was enabled. I actually thought this was a feature, but I guess it wasn't a feature. Okay. Fixed a bug where the Hantu freezing bath would be visible when the ghost wasn't visible. Okay, I didn't know that was a bug either. Fixed a bug where the Banshee would not set a new target until the next hunt if the target disconnected. Interesting, so you could just troll the Banshee if that happened. Fixed a bug where the Banshee would not changing after killing a player in Nightmare, so that was actually a thing. Interesting, so yeah, that is actually a thing. Fixed a bug, or was a thing. Fixed a bug where drawing the tower card at the same time as a hunt start would cancel it. That would, these led to such awesome moments, but I can see how it's a bug. Fixed a bug where the Ouija board would not play any sound on the first letter movement. I would also like to see something, so there was a bug where there was a slight, like, where it didn't make sound for the first movement. I would also like to see a change where they make, like, a little feature for when two letters are the same in a row. Because right now, the only way to know when two letters in a row happened is if you pay attention to the time that it takes the board to move. But it would be, like, nice if it, like, moved up and down. Oh, yeah, if we're doing a double letter thing soon, don't worry. Nice, CJ. Okay, so they're doing that. Awesome. Fixed a bug where the ghost could not turn on and off lights when the host was dead. Interesting. Fixed a bug where the other players' photo camera screens would turn on when they walked out of the truck. What? Fixed a bug where the other players' photo camera screens would turn on when they walked out of the truck. I don't know what that means. Okay. Fixed a bug where the ghost would sometimes think you had still had a photo camera in your hand during a hunt if you dropped it. Oh, other players' cameras will always be dark for you. I see. So okay, I see. So you won't be able to see through other players' photo cams for performance reasons. Makes sense. Fix the bug where ghosts wouldn't notice you holding a photo camera during a hunt if the host was in the truck when you grabbed it. Okay, that's very specific. Fix a bug where lightning only struck once during every raid. That was a bug. I'm so happy. Holy shit. That's amazing. I'm so happy. Because I was like, why is there only one lightning? And now there's going to be a thunderstorm. That's epic. Oh, yes. I can't wait to get heavy rain. That's awesome. Fix the bug where the rain and snow effect would turn on and off when another player walked in and out of the truck. Okay. Fix the bug where light in several maps did not play sounds or particle effects when smashed by a ghost. There were lots of ghost events where it just was like, poof, and then just nothing, no sound. Super weird. Okay, cool. Fix the bug where asking to play hide and seek with the board would restart the hunt if one already started during the cooldown. Interesting. Also, I feel like the ghost shouldn't cheat. I feel like, so the ghost can cheat right now. If you don't have any sanity and you ask hide and seek, the ghost will just instantly smash the board and not count down. That's cheating. We can't have that. They should make it so that if you have not enough sanity to ask hide and seek, they should still do hide and seek. Because that's just cheating. But anyway, they're cheaters. Ghosts are cheating. I guess they're ghosts. They can do whatever they want. Anyway, fix the bug where having equipment turn on your inventory would speed up the Raichu during a hunt. Interesting. That's why they were fast around you sometimes. And you didn't have anything on and you were like, what the heck is going on here? Okay, that's actually a nice change because the Raichu is already cracked enough. Fix an issue where you could spam light switches to force the mare's ability. No. Okay, that's gonna make mares a lot harder to figure out. Bye-bye trick. This was super, super, super useful to get rid of the mare as a possibility very quickly. That's not going to be possible anymore. The mayor's going to now be actually a really difficult ghost to figure out, or you're just going to have to flick a light switch every now and then to see if it does it, because it was still pretty rare. So yeah, I mean, I felt like it was an exploit, but still, it is going to make mares a lot more difficult to figure out, because it was very cheesy. Anyway, fix an issue where some blocked hiding spots in Bleastone and Grafton were stopping you from interacting with certain objects. Interesting. Potential fix for the ghost not always showing in ghost photos taken by other players. Alrighty, there we go. That is the changes. We'll be live again over on Twitch to check it all out. I am very excited to draw my first High Priestess on the new update. That's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to see the max speed of a Hantu get an absolute stalking Banshee. It's gonna be fun. I hope you join us for that. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it. And if you want to join the streams, you can join us over at twitch.tv/insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the changes. I very much like, especially I can't wait to get this, but this is going to be so fun. It's going to lead to so many fun videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye. Nice.